Hey ladies, it's Kelly Craft. I am here to share one of our fall bundles and it's called Autumn Sunset, and it's got 8 products in it. Look at this beautiful demi palette, but it's got 8 products, kind of a mixture of some illuminators. We've got a lip and cheek, and we've got some eyeshadows, and so I thought we would play. So I did my basic hack, so I've got my highlight and contour on. The first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and do our lips. So the lip color that's in this bundle that's gonna be releasing is called Pop. You can see it's a gloss. It looks very red, but it tends to pull a little pink on me personally. In addition, we've got a couple of different illuminators. We've got Glow Illuminator and we have got Honey Illuminator. These are both creams. 2 of my absolute favorites. We're getting into fall. When you're gonna do a bolder lip, Honey Illuminator is where it's at because it really can add a little bit, you know, of shimmer or glow to your lip colors and kind of tone them down a bit. Glow is a favorite of mine because it is perfect for your bronzer, just to add that glow. It's beautiful. It's called Glow. So the first thing I'm going to do, I love to line my lips with Glow. So I'm going to use the multitasker brush, the small end, and I'm going to go into Glow Illuminator. Glow has so many uses. You can actually, see, it's hard to talk. You can actually wear Glow Illuminator by itself as a lip color. So the versatility of SEINT never disappoints. And you can see I'm heavily lining, meaning that I'm lining it with a thick line. And it's got almost like a metallic gold color to it. So I'm gonna line with Glow. Then we're gonna flip the brush over and dip into that Pop color. Pop can be a little intimidating because it looks so red. It's very pigmented. So you can add a little bit of color so it's not so bold, okay? Or you can just pick up more to make it more of a red color. Now this tends to pull like a pinkish red on my lips, but mixed with the Glow, you can see it's beautiful, a beautiful combo. Okay, we'll add a little bit more. Pop is probably one of my top 2 red colors that SEINT carries. Now the other cool thing is I can take this Honey Illuminator, which is a cream as well. You see how pretty it is? And I love to pop it in red lip colors. I am not a person that wears a lot of bold lips, but I feel like when you have a bold lip color, you can take some of this Honey Illuminator, and you see how that tones it down from being a super intimidating color to something a little bit more subtle, okay? We'll go ahead and take Pop on, this is the shape brush, one of our demi brushes. It's a beautiful blush as well. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that on the shape brush and we're gonna blend it in right above our contour. Okay, doesn't take very much. I keep thinking I feel like I have. I'm just gonna take my brush with my foundation. I feel like I dipped into something. There we go, that's better. So that's Pop on the cheeks. Isn't that so pretty? Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the Glow Illuminator on the shape brush, and let's add a little bit of this illuminator to the top of our Pop. You see how it's very subtle? The creams are my jam for illuminators because I don't like a lot of shine, and I feel like the creams just give this most beautiful glow when the light hits. It's very subtle. It's very natural looking. So that's Pop with Glow Illuminator. Now let's look at some of these eye colors. So you get 5 eye colors in this combination, and they are Havana, which is like this tangerine kind of orange matte. We've got Moscow, which is a beautiful metallic shimmer. Look at that, like a coppery color. We have got Graceland, which is a glitter. Blondie, and then we have got, what's the last one? Leo. Okay, so we've got a couple of similar shades. I'm going to start with Havana first. And Havana is that kind of subtle peachy kind of color. All right, so I'm going to take the eyeshadow brush. We're going to dip into Havana and we're going to start there. So I'm going to take Havana just very lightly into the crease, okay? And this is gonna be my transition color. So I don't want anything too bright, like so, okay? We're gonna take this on this side as well. So don't be afraid of the oranges. They're so, so good for transition colors, okay? Another thing that you could do is use Pop, the lip color, as your eyeshadow base for this look as well. So there's lots of different options. All right, now I'm gonna go into Leo, which is this little bit of a darker orange. Okay, I'll show you next too. So you can see it's a little bit darker, and we're gonna deepen up where we put Havana. So I'm gonna take it a little bit lower, really concentrating it in that outer corner, and then we're gonna work it up. Okay, just add a little bit more depth. So I'm going to do it deep in the corner, and then we'll work it a little bit up into Havana, just like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and just use my finger. We're going to dip into Blondie, which is this beautiful gold shimmer. Okay. Isn't that so pretty? When you want to use your shimmers and you really want them to show out, I like to just use my finger. So we're going to go ahead and take Blondie. This is such a good color, y'all. And we're going to work her all the way across the lid. When you use your finger, it's really going to pick up that pigment, okay? So I'm just tapping this on, no trick, all the way across the lid. Just like that, all right? Now I'm gonna wipe off my eyeshadow brush, okay? And now I'm just gonna softly, where the edges meet, just mesh those colors, because I don't want it to be harsh, but I'm being careful not to pull the orange down on the lid, okay? So I'm just softly mixing the two in the crease, okay? Do the same thing here. Like so, okay? We're getting there. Now I'm gonna flip the brush over and we're gonna go into Moscow, okay? Which is that coppery looking shimmer. This is our darkest color in the palette, so we're gonna take that to the outer corner. See how pretty that is? If this doesn't scream fall, I don't know what does. So I'm gonna use the detailed end, and we're gonna go into Moscow. And we're gonna deepen this, really deepen this outer corner, okay? So I'm just going to tap this on. Kind of in that crease on the outer corner, and then along the lid right on top of Blondie, okay? Do the same thing here. Love this end of the brush for a lot of control. I can really get the color where I want it and then come back and blend it. Okay, then we just flip it over, and I'm going to do my circles. So I'm just blending that in, softening it slightly, like so. Now you know why it's called Autumn Sunset. Beautiful colors. Okay. Now, the color that's left here of that Moscow, I'm gonna take just on that outer corner here on the lower lash. Just to kind of mirror and pull that together. Just like that. Now, I am gonna take a little bit of Honey Illuminator. I love to use creams under the brow bone. So you can see there's kind of a harsh line on either side. If you will take a little bit of Cream Illuminator and go right along that arch and blend it up, it'll really kind of add a little something to your look, and it will just soften that harsh line there. And it's super easy to apply. Just takes up your look a notch. See that? Now I think I want to deepen it just a little bit more with that last color. So I'm just tapping into Moscow, and I'm just gonna press that or stamp it right there in that outer corner so you can see the difference. This is such a beautiful color for fall. Kind of coppery color. Like so. Now, if you're going to use one of our glitters, there's a few different ways that you can get it to stick, okay? Because this is truly a glitter, okay? You can use our lip conditioner and apply it, and then put this on top. My favorite way to apply this is to use our Stay Spray. So I'm just going to wipe off that multitasker brush that we used, and I'm gonna use my Stay Spray and spray a little bit down into the lid, all right? So this will act as a glue. I'm gonna dip my brush down in and pick up some of that Stay Spray, and then we can load up our brush with this glitter. I have found in playing with the glitters, this is the absolute best way to get the glitter to stick and not to have a bunch of fallout. Now I'm gonna go very light with the glitter. I'm just hugging the lid. Isn't that so pretty? And it just adds just a little something. But this will lock it in place so it doesn't move. Same thing here. And we've got 4 glitters. This one is Graceland. So it just adds a little something. What do y'all think? Okay, so now let's add some mascara. And you have just seen my interpretation of the Autumn Sunset Fall Bundle. These will be available starting the 8th through the end of November. There is a savings with each of the bundles. I was super excited to try this one because I feel like the colors are so good for fall. And really, there's so many different options you can do with this. You could use Glow Illuminator. I almost did this. You could use Glow Illuminator on your lips and use Havana as your lip color. There's so many different things you could do. But there you have it. So I will make sure and post an after picture so you can see what this looks like in natural light. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for hanging out. Bye.